This is another poem in the series First Reads, where I just go through and do a first reading of a poem without knowing anything about the poet, or very little, never having seen the poem before, just for the sheer joy of it, not to teach it, not to come back to it, just to enjoy it as a first read. And I might or might not be completely off on what I say the first time through, and I might change it completely the second time through. This one is in Josephine Quarterly, josephinequarterly.com, Return. I just picked this one because of the form. It is playful. I like playful forms. And this one just kind of trickles down the page. This one is by David Ishaya Osu. Sorry, David, if I destroyed your name here. I picked it randomly out of this journal. So I'm just going to read it. Without flames, I could put my flesh back as. Without flames, I could put my flesh back. Why would you need flames to put your flesh anywhere? Maybe this is a metaphorical or symbolic flame like desire. There's a lover right after this. Without flames, I could put my flesh back as a lover. You do not forgive. I don't know who the you is in this case. It's a lover you do not forgive because you don't forgive. Somebody doesn't forgive. We don't know who the you is as a reader. Is it super personal or is it bigger than that? Because the piano is saying sorry to all of us. And I love that line, piano is saying sorry to all of us, or several lines that is. It's like the piano has this apologetic sound and is saying sorry. And the lover does not forgive because the piano is saying sorry. Saying sorry, the S sound's coming up. The body will be wide someday, and we will. Wide will, we will. A lot of W's right there. The body will be wide, and someday we will burn to blue. There's the flame again. Without flames, I could put my flesh back. In the beginning here, someday we will burn to blue. This super expression of flame, like the hot flame. Burn to blue is to look at your shadow through a mirror. There's the you again from above. A lover, potentially. Not sure. At your shadow through a mirror. Look at your shadow through a mirror. That's an interesting concept, through a mirror, looking through a mirror. So to see the shadow, I'm assuming it's reflected in the mirror. And go to birds. And go to birds. I like the way that line gets to where it goes. I'm not sure what it means. Go to birds. Is it tripping from a shadow to a memory of birds somewhere, or is it just taking us paratactically in a different direction? To birds, the sky is as bright as our scars. It flings you out into the sky, and the brightness as bright as our scars. Friends. This is italicized. We had a word earlier because friends, like an explanation themselves, happening with those two lines, like as if the poem itself is an explanation for why you would say, because friends, without flame I could put my flesh back, because friends, as a lover you do not forgive, because friends, the piano is saying sorry to us all, because friends, the body will be wide someday and we will burn to blue, is to look at, because friends, your shadow through a mirror, and because friends, go to birds, the sky is as bright as our scars. Friends. That wasn't in there. I just liked that idea of it tripping and holding through this whole poem. I'm not sure what to make of the poem overall, what the you is and how personal that is, or if that's just stand in for a lover, or if that stands in for something else completely. Not sure if I connect all of the dots in this one to get to a reading, but I do like the sound and the way the poem drifts on the page, and that in itself is enough to interest me in a poem, really, without completely grasping the meaning, without going through it. Again, if there is a meaning that I need to grasp, I'm not always concerned about meanings in poems. And anyway, that's Return.